What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me. I'm your host, P-Dubs. As always, hanging out upstairs in P-Dubs Arcade Loft. So thank you, as always, for hanging out upstairs with us. I'm still a little sore and out of it. I've had a very, very rough week so far. The weekend can't get here soon enough. We had work, day job has been insane, but I'm grateful to have one and grateful for the employment and all that kinds of stuff, and helps pay for all these toys, right? And then also what you call it? I messed up my arm pretty bad, my right arm. I got stitches in my arm. So I'm gonna be it's gonna be a little rough to do a few things. Pain finally went away. Stitches don't hurt anymore. The area doesn't hurt. It's just tender. You know what I mean? Just tender, stuff like that. And then, of course, exciting stuff has been happening all week in gaming. Several of the things I wanted to do on YouTube this week, unfortunately, I couldn't do. So, whatchamacallit, I'm behind. You know what I mean? I got light guns to review. I got hard drives to review. I got some good videos to make, the videos that tend to do really, really well on the channel, product reviews, tutorials. That's the stuff I really, really like doing. I like sharing my opinion. Never once reading off my resume or claiming to be an expert in all things. I just tell you my opinion and what I think about stuff, what excites me, what I don't like, opportunities for improvement. I think I trademarked that phrase over the years. And whatchamacallit. So yeah, stuff like that. And but there's been some cool stuff happening, and I don't know how much of this stuff we're gonna be able to cover on Super Game Room Dudes. Gonna have to take a look and figure all that out. Or if I'm even going to be able to do the show tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. Definitely wanted to pop in, talk about some stuff. Just a few topics that I found interesting this week, including the Evercade stuff. Luckily, they got their news out there before Nintendo Switch 2, because Nintendo Switch 2 has completely dominated the social media airwaves, has it not? Since those reveals, right? And then, whatchamacallit, some interesting pinball news from Stern and Barrels of Fun. I actually have a funny story, about that. I might need your guys' help. Maybe, we'll put a vote in the live chat, see what you guys think about something. And then also, the Wonderland pinball, stuff there from their WonderCon showing, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff. The biggest shock was the 4K, Nintendo actually caring about being up to date graphically. Yeah, I saw in their videos. I watched the entire stream. I got up early. I watched the entire stream. No, I did not watch James' stream. I just wanted to watch the Nintendo stream without any commentary. No offense, James. I thought James did a good job. I did watch a few minutes of it on replay. And I was pretty impressed with what I saw, but the pricing and also some weirdness about there we can talk about talk about all that. So all that stuff. Plus I'm on medications, so I might seem a little bit out of it tonight, guys, but I'll try and hold it together for you guys for this late night chill stream and stuff. So hell, let's just call this, since we're going to be talking about some news items, let's just do a loft report, shall we? All right, so let's see here. And I saw a comment here. Where did that comment go? Oh, here it is. Cyan. Did you see James blushing and giggling over his guest? He had a guest on the Nintendo stream. I don't remember seeing one. So if that happened, I missed it. Steps Gaming says everyone needs to go see Minecraft movie, the new Jack Black movie, best video game movie she's ever seen. Really? Because I'll be honest, that thing looks like utter garbage, utter trash, the trailers and everything. But then again, I was never into Minecraft. X-Arcade stream finished. He's talking about my show with X-Arcade, blushing. Sheesh. Why were you blushing? Did you interview like a lady? Did you interview a lady? Was he crushing guys? Was James simping on the X-Arcade lady? Is that what happened? Well, here, let's pull up the stream here, James. Uh-oh, it's time to find out who's in tonight's hot. All right, where's this video, James? I missed your show, James. I've been trapped in my own universe of stuff. Interview with X-Arcade. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you advertised this. I missed it though. So, oh wait. Is there any camera shots of you two on screen together? Okay. Oh, this girl looks really young, James. This girl looks really young. How old is she, James? How old is she? God, I forget what movie it was. Wasn't it a movie or was it a TV show? One of the guys. Oh, God, what was the movie? Where the guy's like, please be 18. The Will Ferrell. I forget what movie that was. There you go. All right. You guys are just giving him a hard time. He's not blushing here. But pretty cool. Yeah, guys, go check it out. I know a lot of these guys been covering the X-Arcade stuff. I have it too. I have the X-Arcade. I have access to the VR stuff here from the Zen Pinball and stuff. Whatchamacallit, what was nice is the X-Arcade folks sent it out to everybody, so like you didn't even have to get it from Zen Studios. So they're giving everyone like copies of the games and stuff. So I'll probably make content on that eventually. I just got to get to it. It's just one more thing to add to my never-ending to-do list, right? I know my name is Steven. No, it's not. Your name is Prince. What's up, Game Cat? James had Avion, nicest girl in the community, at least since Nadia Gear and Destiny FOMO stopped taking my calls. I heard Nadia Gear was a dude and that entire account was all AI generated stuff. That it was some dude trolling the community, pretending to be some pretty Asian lady. That's what I heard. I don't have any receipts to back that up. All I know is the account, in my opinion, did look fake. Did look like nothing but AI stuff. And I remember I think I blocked it because I don't have time for that. But Destiny FOMO's real. Let's see here. It was a good stream. All right, guys, make sure you guys go watch the interview. I'll probably listen to your interview, James, tomorrow while I'm working. Usually when I'm working, I like having a YouTube video on the other monitor playing, in the background. That's what's nice about these podcast shows, despite the fact that people give us crap about doing these shows and having these conversations with you, is people love listening to this stuff while they're working. Helps them pass the time, even if they're only half listening to it. It helps them pass the time while they're working and plugging away on stuff. Can I review Autopsy Simulator? I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's up my alley. It looks really, really weird and gross. It was my first interview, so definitely a learning experience. Yeah, I've done so many interviews. I can make anyone look good or I can make anyone look bad. It all depends on how I'm feeling. So, but keep in mind, guys, too, that guests interviewing people's tough, especially if it's people you've never collaborated with before, because you have to like really, you have a short amount of time to get to know them and figure out, okay, I can tell what kind of person this is, and I need to bring this much energy or this little energy to get them going and get the audience what they're looking for, right? So it's interviews are not easy, guys. And I've done dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of interviews. I've interviewed companies and game developers, and I've interviewed people like Richie Knuckles and Daniel Pacina. You know what I mean? Like I've interviewed some cool people. Couple people I do want to get on the channel is the guys who made Qbert. I got to get those guys on. They said they'd like to come on, so it'd be nice to get them on. Dude, I'm kind of drugged up, man. Relax. I'll bring the heat as I get going here, guys. As I get, you know what? Maybe should I yell for a coffee? Should I yell politely, gentlemen, politely for a coffee? That'll help. I'm just gonna scream it. I'll be like, "You get up here and you bring me that coffee." No, I'm kidding. I don't treat my wife like that. Hey, Melissa, would you be so kind as to bring me a cup of coffee? Thank you, sweetie. That's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. And we want the meatloaf. We want it now. Now she's going to be mad at me. All right. And it's also labeled the chill report. All right. You know, we're going to be a little bit more calm. It's late at night. Some of you might be in bed. You know, your wife's got her freezing cold toes touching your ankles. And she's like, you're listening to that frickin' clown again. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to, you know, it's the chill stream. We're not supposed to be in here yelling, let's F and go. You know what I mean? We gotta be calm. We gotta be calm. So yeah. All right, let's talk about it. So where do we want to go first? There's a couple things I wanted to talk about tonight. Man, you guys are awesome. So late at night on the East Coast. We already impromptu stream. We just hit the button. Already 80 people here. What's nice is whenever I schedule a show and you guys know I'm coming on, we typically average 200 to 300 people consistently watching live until the broadcast is over. So that's pretty good, in my opinion. You know, we've been doing that for years. Would love to see that grow even more. Would love to see us just consistently have like 500 people watching live all the time. And I'm sure if I kept banging away and doing this stuff for another year or two, I'm sure we'd get there. But man, this stuff's a lot of work. This stuff is a lot of work. What's up, Conell? Yeah, man, go to bed, JJ. We'll talk tomorrow, JJ. No hard feelings. Yeah, I've been streaming games too. I've been, you know, and I talked about this. You know, what's weird is we do the podcast shows, these podcast shows, and do you know why we do these podcast shows? Because this is the content that you guys either vote for in two ways. Number one, I've done votes for years, every over 5 years, whether, and I'll spread it out. I'll throw it on Facebook or I'll throw it on Twitter or I'll throw it in my Discord or I'll put it in like the YouTube community post section of my channel. I put it in there all the time. Guys, what's your favorite kind of content? Do you like product reviews? Do you like mods, tutorials? Do you like the simple gaming news videos? Do you like the podcast shows? And it's usually product reviews are number one. Podcast shows are number two. Tutorials and mods are number three. and gaming news is number 4. So that's usually how it goes. You guys like the podcast. Now, when it comes to gaming streams, because that's also option number 5 in all these polls I've taken, and I take them consistently over the years, gaming streams always gets the lowest amount of votes. People don't want to sit there and watch me play video games. I'm not Tim the Tap Man. I'm not Shroud. I'm not Ninja. I'm not these super exciting, highly polished gamers, right? So because I don't stream a lot of gaming streams because they don't perform well. It's content that you guys don't want to watch. You vote for it in the polls, and also the analytics show I don't stream very many games over the years. Now, here's what's funny is because we don't do those live streams, then the morons with their tinfoil hats run around and say, these guys never play video games. They never play video games. All they do is talk about video games. You know what I'm saying, guys? And it's ridiculous because I guarantee you I've logged more hours playing video games this week than the guys who accuse me of being a fake gamer. Hell, I put in 12 hours of Assassin's Creed Mirage in the last 2 days. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Everyone's playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm playing Mirage. And I'm liking that game. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anyway, but there are some great games I do want to play and show off to people. And it's more just showing you, introducing you to the games if you've never heard of them before than it is me trying to become a gaming streamer, right? So, just waiting for the pitter patter of little feet. Kevin Clausen, $2. We like shows where no evidence is provided. Oh my God, so stupid. I could come on here and I could say, let's pick somebody in the chat. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is fake news, right? Here we go. Bobby Broadway. Bobby Broadway is a My Arcade shill. Bobby Broadway never once says anything mean about them. Never once has he given them any kind of critique whatsoever for their cheap Walgreens products. In fact, Bobby Broadway receives all his products for free, yet continues to give them positive reviews. Yet the products he pays for, he gives negative reviews. Bobby Broadway is a My Arcade shill. Now you see that? No evidence, no receipts. It's just bullshit coming out of their mouths. It's just fucking bullshit coming out of their mouths. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is I don't care if people like or hate products. I don't care. You can come on and I can do a review and say, let's just say this. I gave this thing an okay review. I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. It's not a complete piece of shit. It has its purpose, this little My Arcade Tetris player. But I didn't overly shill it. I said, I like it. It does what it's supposed to do. Now, if someone made a video saying that this product was a complete piece of shit, do you know what happens to me? Nothing. No feelings get hurt. I don't care. I really don't care whether they like it or hate it if someone else makes a video. But so it's that kind of thing, right? Like where some people who are too close to the companies are taking such personal they take it personally that you don't like the products, right? And that's not fair. That's not fair to anyone. And I said it for years. I know a lot of people talk about the Rexer show. Rexer show makes a lot of good points about products. There are sometimes he over dramatizes some points on products. There are sometimes it's all shtick. There's sometimes he'll hyper focus on something that is honestly so trivial that it doesn't even matter. The product is still fun, right? But it's his opinion. And when he focuses on the products, content's good. Even if it's content that I don't agree with. Like for instance, if I had a different opinion on a product, it's the never-ending conspiracy theories and claims and bullshit and whining and crying and false accusations. I mean, I can't even keep up with all these criminal activities that everyone has been accused of over the last few years in regards to these companies and these products. I mean, if you literally went back and started writing down a list, The number of transgressions is greater than the number of videos made about these products. So you know what I mean? I really like the Saint. I really, really like the Saint. Yeah, it's not. And come on, closer. You're not on camera. She doesn't want to be on camera. I don't blame her though. I saw some pretty disgusting stuff today where a couple guys in our community were talking about another content creator's wife and saying some pretty disgusting comments. I got sent some screenshots, and I don't blame it. I mean, I don't blame it. I mean, like I don't blame her never ever wanting to be on YouTube because people are so hypercritical or hyper thirsty. You know what I mean? But then again, when you put your wives on the internet and they're there to be kind of like eye candy, you're going to have to expect that. And, both you and your wife, right? So you gotta expect that. You're kind of bringing it on yourself, and you just gotta let it go, let it roll off you. But, you know, still the people commenting should know a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I don't talk about people's families. But other people consistently talk about people's families. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we got some products to talk about. I forgot what we were talking about. I got distracted because she came in here and gave me coffee. Where was I, guys? Where was I? Let me know in the chat. Respect others' loved ones. Bottom line, yeah. Nobody's life is perfect. Everyone's got stuff going on at home. You know what I mean? For my family, it's constantly a lot of this medical stuff over the years. You know what I mean? Between knee surgeries and my wife's weight loss journey, lost almost 90 some pounds, guys. How about a big shout out? Melissa doesn't even want to come on camera, even though I think she looks pretty cute, especially with all the weight loss, but she doesn't want to come on camera. But how about a big shout out to my wife? She's lost over 90 pounds in the last 18 months, guys. I mean, it's pretty impressive. That's a lot of hard work and dedication. Whereas me, I think I've put on 90 pounds in the last 18 months, right? But P-Dubs might have to get in shape, or someone's gonna try and pick up my wife at a grocery store or some shit. Who knows, right? But still, what was I talking about? What were we talking about before she gave me the coffee? I got all sidetracked. 90 pounds is like 3/4 of Fox's weight. We'll talk a little bit about Wonderland as well, because there's more narratives going on out there. It's crazy. Thanks so much, Kevin, for another $2. I appreciate it. Congrats on the weight loss. Learn from her, Dubs. Yeah, I do. Especially considering I'm a type 1 diabetic. I should take better care of myself. But yeah, so like no one's lives are perfect. Like we all got stuff going on. I've had stuff going on with my dogs, with me, with my kid, with my wife, mostly all medical stuff. Luckily, we haven't had anything super crazy in the last year or so. So we're doing okay. It's just dealing with getting older, guys. Getting older sucks, doesn't it? I mean, it sucks. I have a 3/4 scale wife. My wife is only 5'2". You're 5'2". She tries to round. She's 5'2". She's 5'2", so she's very tiny. She's very tiny, and I'm 5'11 and a half because I like to round. Yep. All right. I wanted to talk about Evercade, Wonderland Pinball. What else did I want to talk about tonight? I thought these would be some interesting late night chill topics. Let's go to Wonderland Pinball. But also, I need you guys your help with something real pinball related. We'll put a poll in the chat a little bit when we get there. You're 6'2"? Good for you, man. You're 6'10"? Holy shit. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about this, but give me 1 second. All right, so Wonderland Pinball, um, as you guys know, they came out, met them at Chicago Pinball Expo, met them in person, talked to them, interviewed them, got to know their stuff. After that, they would keep sending out updates, like update, like emails, right? They'd send emails out, like, "Hey, here's where we're at. Here's where we're at." Now, I didn't make a video every single time something hit my inbox from Wonderland Pinball. I just don't. If it's not important enough where I think to talk about, then I don't make videos about stuff. So I started making a couple of the videos, but guys like James and Cornercade and others, they've been making videos every single time something drops, and that's fine. That's all. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. It's totally fine. Um, Ask the viewers, like, hey guys, do you want us to interview these guys? You guys voted yes. If you guys voted no, I never would have invited them on the channel. The viewers voted yes. So I reached out to them, invited them. We had them come on. They did an interview. I think it was a great interview. I think we had a really good time. We learned a lot of things. But also too, what you call it? We also, like at the end of the interview, you could tell they were super hyped. They're like, "So you guys really impressed with what we've done so far?" And I'm like, "Well, I think you're like 60% of the way there." You know what I mean? Like, and I told everybody I was honest. I was honest from day one, even after interviewing them. I was like, "Guys, I am not going to back the Kickstarter until WonderCon. And if they blow us away at WonderCon, I'll back the Kickstarter." Well, Kickstarter came and went, and I was not impressed with what happened. And I know a lot of people weren't. I think it's very disappointing. I don't really understand what happened. To my knowledge, if I'm understanding correctly, they had the DMD LCD and the code in there, but it broke in transit. So because it broke in transit, the only thing they could do was just turn on the pinball and shoot. So we didn't get to see the code. We didn't get to see the DMD or the LCD. They had to uh, rig up a quick tablet to stick in the back glass to have something there that wasn't broken. And they put a thumb drive in there. That way it would just show the Wonderland Pinball logo, right? So yeah, they didn't blow me away. So after the Kickstarter, I haven't backed them yet either. Now the Kickstarter ends in 6 days. I'm hoping in the next 6 days, this company is smart enough that they release some videos showing this thing working. I mean, they've had time since WonderCon to get this thing home, put a new screen in ASAP, a new DMD. Hell, have it overnighted from China if need be. I think there's been enough time to get it here, unless for some reason it's stuck at the port, but it's just a DMD screen. It should probably go through pretty quick via DHL or something. Get that thing hooked up if they don't have one on hand, and show us some more footage of this thing in action, right? And they got 6 more days, and if those 6 days go by and they don't show that, then I'm not going to back the Kickstarter. Now, me saying that, does that mean you should cancel your backers? It's interesting. It's been fun to watch this week how it's been going up and down all week. I think they got up to 622 backers, and then now it's down to 617. So, it's going down a little bit, right? It's going down. Some people are concerned. They did not have a good showing at WonderCon. And I think they know it. I mean, it was disappointing what happened. My advice would be, if you're going to bring a pinball machine to an expo and your entire future of this product's release rides on it, maybe have more than one prototype sent. It's called it's called redundancy, right? Like, if one breaks in shipping, hopefully the other one doesn't, and you have one to show. Am I right? So I didn't back it. I've been honest about it the whole time. The fact that people act like it's some freaking conspiracy because they got nothing, they can't make their own content or their own opinion without, bringing me into it, is beyond me. You know what I mean? Like, just make your video, say whether or not you backed it. I don't have anything to fucking do with it. It's weird. But just because I'm not backing it, does that mean you should cancel yours? No, if you're feeling good about it, feel good about it and see what happens. I mean, it's up to you. We'll see what happens. Do I believe that by the time this thing launches, it'll be ready to go? I think, like all pinball, it'll be playable, ready to go. But even real pinball machines, hell, I still get code updates on Labyrinth. I'm still getting code updates on Venom. You know what I mean? And you can expect there to be code updates on this thing as well, right? So we'll see how that goes. I think they focused too much on the art, but they should have focused on everything else first. There you go. The only thing that worries me is their production in June, ship in December. I haven't heard anything about any delays. But what's funny is, they put a Kickstarter guarantee, like a backer guarantee on here because they wanted everyone to feel good. They're like, hey, we want to start uh, building in June, get these out the door, so you guys have them by fourth quarter. But if for some reason there's some extensive delay and this happens, you guys will get your money back, right? Is that what it said? How is that a bad thing? That, in my opinion, that's a company trying to stand by their product, trying to let you know, like, hey guys, if any shit goes down, because you can't predict what's going to happen, guys. You never know what's going to happen. Hell, the factory could burn down. We've had a couple arcade companies that have had factory fires since I started doing this. The factory could burn down, right? You lose all your shit. But they're like, all the products that are built, ready to go, they burn, they go up in flames. You never know, right? They're letting you know, like, hey, if anything goes down or if there's a delay, you'll get your money back. So, I mean, if this comes out like in 6 days, if they don't put out some content showing this thing running a lot better than what it did at WonderCon, it just means I don't back the project and I'll wait for it to come to retail and I'll live vicariously through a bunch of you guys. You know what I mean? Does it mean it's gonna suck? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't ever played it. I've just seen some videos of it, and the videos unfortunately didn't look super fun right now. Maybe it's because the machine was broken. So yeah, it sucks. Yeah, exactly. Arcade One Up has a 90-day warranty. If they came out and said, you know what, guys, we believe in our product and we're going to now push it out, we're going to give you a 1-year warranty. That's a positive thing, but people would turn it into a conspiracy. Longer warranties are good, guys. Kickstarter backer guarantees are good. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about Wonderland Pinball, guys, is, I mean, I've been upfront about it the whole time. If anyone accuses me of anything else, they, A, don't, I've noticed a lot of people who criticize me don't watch the content, don't listen to the content. All they do is they look at the thumbnail and the title of the video, and then they invent shit after that. They have no idea what I actually said. You know what I'm saying, guys? So, but you guys know the truth. That's why I'm not too worried about it. All these videos that have come out for years attacking me and others. Well, not me as much as others, but definitely guys like my buddy Mike. Mike, there are YouTube channels out there that have over 100 live streams about you, over 1,000 hours of content about you and what you're doing and their opinion of you. It's a little obsessive, don't you think? Who is the worst content creator? Mike, Mike has been used for content like crazy. But the point is all this crap that people say and do and accuse people of, not once has it hurt my channel. If 2 or 3 gullible people believed anything stupid that somebody said about me and thought it was warranted them saying, I'm gonna unsubscribe from P-Dubs, I'm not gonna follow him anymore, blah blah blah. If 2 or 3 people left, guess what happened? 6 or 7 new people joined. So I ain't worried about it. Ever hear the phrase either get behind me or get out of the way? Uh, that's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's where I'm at with that's where I'm at with Wonderland Pinball. I've been completely honest with everyone since the start. And hopefully you know, I mean, I wish them well. I hope it comes out. I hope it's awesome. One thing I wanted to talk about was the Evercade stuff. If you guys don't mind, is it okay if we talk about the Evercade? I am really happy that the Evercade got their news out before the Nintendo Switch, so they got some coverage because it's been all Nintendo Switch ever since this stuff came out, ever since this stuff got announced, right? Because a lot of times you're like, why do you even need to buy an Evercade? You could just buy a Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck or an Ambernick device, right? The question is never been need. The question is want. And I've said this a bunch of times, and you guys have heard me say this a bunch of times. I've coined this phrase myself. It's not whether or not you need it. It's not whether or not you need this arcade machine or this handheld or this console. It's the question is do you want it? Do you want to play it? Do you want to play this game on that form factor? So for instance, I just reviewed the Unico Pocket. Unico sent me one for review. I said it wasn't worth it. I didn't like it. It did not make me want to play SNK Neo Geo games on that machine. Did not make me want to play it. It wasn't red. It didn't have the coloring. Didn't have the button. Well, I mean, it had the button colorings because I got the silver edition, which has the button colorings, but it wasn't red. Looked nothing like anything that would make you think of a Neo Geo. You know what I mean? So when you look at their do they have it here, guys? Do they have it on their website? Or is it on the Funstock website? Hyper Megatech. So the Hyper Megatech, I did pre-order. I pay for it out of my own pocket. I did pre-order the limited edition red one. Did they ever sell out, or is it still available? Here's the Neo Geo edition. Did it sell out? Huh, I don't see it. Maybe they sold all 3,000. I was wondering if they would sell 3,000 of these, but apparently they did. But you guys know which one I'm talking about, right? The red one? Not this one. Is the red one gone? I don't even see it on the website. Ah, here it is. Here's the red one. Like, look at that. I mean, that makes you think SNK. It makes you, even though, I mean, SNK never released a machine like this, right? But it's got the coloring and the logos. It says Neo Geo MVS. It's red. It's got the stripes on it. It's got the buttons. It's got 14. Is it 14 games included? You know what I mean? And even though it's way more expensive, I think it's what, 20 bucks more than the standard version? Here's the standard, right? Yeah, 59, and then here it's 99. Holy shit, $30 more? I paid $30 more for this? Oh, well, now I feel like a horse's patoot. Anyway, but there you go. And I have two Super Pockets. I have I have two Evercade Alphas, two Super Pockets, the original Evercade handheld, the Evercade EXP handheld, and the Evercade VS console. I don't need this. Is the point I'm trying to say, guys. I don't need this. I don't need this at all. And in fact, even if I sold all of my Evercade products, I could still play all these other games on so many other devices in so many different ways. But I wanted it. Does that make sense? Like, I really wanted it. Like, I saw this thing. I thought it was very cool looking. And it made me want to play Neo Geo games on it. Right? So I pre-ordered it. So, yep, pre-ordered it. Like I usually do. I buy more stuff than I get for free, guys, despite people's false accusations. So looking forward to getting it. Did any of you guys pre-order a Super Pocket? And if you did, let me know in the live chat. I know a Data East one came out, but when I saw it, it didn't call to me. It didn't call to me the way the Neo Geo one did, right? Yeah, there's the black one too, and the black one is cheaper. Mike Hawk, 2 red ordered. Take a look at his YouTube logo right there. I ordered the red one, Cyan. There you go. Here's the Data East. I'm not getting the Data East one, but I appreciate them throwing this out there for people. So this one came out. The black one came out, right? Let me know if we're having any problems with the stream. It says my internet is starting to chug here. Hang on a second. Let me do a quick internet test here in the house. Hopefully we're not losing. Hopefully my internet service provider is not crapping out on us. No? Nope. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. Could have just been a little. My computer popped up an alert. Audio's good. Video's good. All right. Stream looks good. Seems fine here. All right. So, hats off to them. They also have new cartridges coming out as well, which are where? Not the Broken Sword collection. Not Legacy of Kain. Carts. Here we go. So you got the Neo Geo Arcade 1 cart. You got the Windjammers, Karnov, and Friends cart. You have the Gremlin Collection 2. And then, of course, there's Tomb Raider 2's coming out. They got some fun stuff coming out. Atari arcade games, too. Like, if you like collecting the nostalgia of collecting clamshells, Evercade makes it fun for you. I mean, it's kind of like the same thrill. You open a clamshell, there's a cartridge in there, there's a full instruction booklet, which companies don't include anymore. Hell, when I picked up Assassin's Creed Mirage, the only thing in there was this little card with a code to access a free outfit that I could wear in the game. But that was it, right? Like, that was it. Just this little, that's it, Like, those little booklets really meant a lot when we were kids, didn't they, guys? Like, it really just meant so much when you'd open the box and you'd read the book first before playing the game, right? Like, it was really cool. So yeah, this is surprised me though. I'm surprised they didn't show a Neocade Alpha machine. I'm wondering if either A, it's not going to happen, or B, it might end up being something that they show later in the year, like towards the holidays. Kind of like the Evercade Alphas were a holiday item, guys. Those came out, remember, third, fourth quarter. So don't be surprised if I'm calling it. I haven't talked to them. My guess is third, fourth quarter this year, we'll see Neo Geo, little mini MVS, big red alphas, arcade machines. I don't think they'll ever go full size. I think they'll just do the countertops. I'm glad you asked that question. So, for instance, does anyone do mods anymore? I haven't done mods that I've filmed in the last 6 months. So, my YouTube channel right now, if you go to my YouTube channel and scroll down, you'll see I have it sectioned off. I have the new videos that just came out, the live streams that just came out. Then right below that, it'll say, here's all my product reviews. Below that, it says, here's all the tutorials and mods. You'll notice I haven't done a mod video in the last 6 months. I haven't modded anything. So, but when I bring my Chulix in here, my Chulix, I still got to bring that in here. We're going to be modding that thing. Full gut mod, buttons, sticks, monitor, PCs, speakers, audio. So that'll be fun content to make. Plus, I still need to finish my refurbishes of Qbert, Primal Rage, my arcade machines. I still need to finish that damn big top pinball machine in my garage. The Golden Tee machine that's in pieces. Um, I still need, there's some work, cosmetic work I need to do to my Silver Strike bowling a pedestal. Um, there's a lot of stuff I could do. I just gotta get to it, man. Great question though. Um, expect it from me eventually. It will happen. I've been busy, man. I've been busy. The funny thing is, November, December, and part of January, I was playing VR every night, all night. Because when I get into something, I really get into it. So sure enough, you guys, my videos slow to a crawl November, December. I wasn't making much content, you know, and the channel suffered for it. Views went down. The amount of subscribers I gained monthly went down because if you're not putting content out there, YouTube will recommend somebody else's channel. YouTube recommends channels that make them money. If your video makes money, they will recommend your video. If your videos make money for YouTube, they will push out your channel and you'll end up on. And what does that mean? It just means like whenever you open up YouTube on your PC, laptop, phone, whatever, when you open up YouTube, what do you see? They have a list of videos for you to look at. Usually it could be anywhere from 5 to 20 videos on your screen. And as you scroll down, more videos get added. That's where people want to end up. You want your video to end up on that YouTube homepage because people are more likely to find you, find your video, and click on it. But if you don't make content, they'll put someone else there. You know what I mean? It's funny how you have to be consistent, right? So the last couple weeks, I think I banged out a lot of content. We did several live streams. We did several gaming streams. I did 2 or 3 product reviews. They were on my arcade products, but still they're product reviews. Did a couple of news videos, which is funny too. I can't believe I have to defend my own content. I shouldn't. I should let my channel speak for itself. And it does. I don't really need to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. There are 1,100 videos on my channel, whether they're YouTube shorts, videos, reviews, tutorials, mods, podcasts, blah, 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 blah. I feel I've done a lot to help my audience, like learn about stuff that's happening in the community or with these companies, as well as product reviews, information, entertainment, which is what the podcasts are. And sometimes the YouTube shorts are comedic based. Like, I think I put out a lot of good stuff. Like, I think I do. And what's funny is trust me, I know that news videos are probably the easiest content in the world to make and sometimes unnecessary. I mean, a lot of times, if the information's only 60 seconds of information, you'll still see guys out there banging out 16, 18-minute videos on 60 seconds of information. Now, I don't push my videos that far, but still, I could take 60 seconds of information and turn it into a quick 5-minute news and opinion video, and I get that. It's not the content, but I've done so much of the other stuff too. You know what I mean? But all people do is they look at the people who are stupid, who try to insult the hard work of others. They say, "Oh my God, all they do is make news videos." No, there's like 150 news videos on my channel, like 10% of my content. 90% of my content is a great many of other things, which has helped my channel grow above and beyond the people who complain about me. You know what I mean? What's up, Kong? Good to see Kong. Yeah, we used to mod a lot out of necessity too. Like, think about it. Like, when arcade went ups and other products came out, they didn't have light up marquees. They didn't have coin doors. They didn't have light up coin doors. They didn't have PCs or good PCBs or monitors and speakers, like buttons and sticks. Think about it. Their products eventually got better over time. I mean, a lot of arcade one ups you bought, you really didn't need to mod towards that later generation before this classic series came out. But yeah, thanks so much, Brain Damage, for the $2. I greatly appreciate it. I do love Val Kilmer's role in Tombstone, by the way. And yeah, that was heartbreaking because I was a huge Val Kilmer fan. Tombstone, Maverick, the Jim Morrison movie, whatchamacallit, Top Gun, Iceman, Top Gun Maverick. Hearing him speak in Top Gun Maverick when we were in the theater, guys, water, water in my eyes when he talked. Now, who's the better pilot? You or me? And I'm like ready to cry. And then Tom Cruise, the perfect joke to say between those two characters when he said, "This is a good moment. Let's not ruin it." But that Iceman reminds me of me a bit because I'm kind of a conceited prick myself, which is what his character was, and it makes me think, like, just in reference, like if we were older and I was really ill, that would be like what I would say to like Michael B. Like, who's the better YouTuber, you or me? And Mike would say, "This is a good moment. Let's not ruin it." I'll be your Huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave. Probably the best line in Tombstone. So, yeah. But yeah, man. Oh, and of course, Mad Mardigan. Willow, one of my favorite movies of all time. Mad Mardigan. But I really like the movie The Saint. I think The Saint is a little underrated. I think people give it a hard time, but I think The Saint was a good movie. And what's her name? Elizabeth Shue was, you just wanted to fall in love with her watching that movie. She's like the brilliant, beautiful scientist who doesn't really realize how beautiful and smoking hot she is, but she's so intelligent and smart, and she solves cold fusion, but she's got this poor heart condition and she could just keel over and die, and she just wants to find true love. And it's with the Saint and all the action and spy and costumes and Val Kilmer doing, like, he played what, like seven different characters in that movie, seven different voices, seven different sets of costumes. Saint's a good movie. I like it. I'll put that on from time to time. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but she was just like a baby, like Karate Kid. Well, not really. I mean, she's probably in her early 20s when she filmed that, but she looked spectacular. Elizabeth Shue looked absolutely smoking in The Saint and Hollow Man, that movie with Kevin Bacon where he turns invisible. Tell me Elizabeth Shue was not a total smoke show in that movie. She looked incredible. But yeah, that's when she looked her best, were those two movies. Karate Kid, she's an actress in her 20s who they're trying to make look like a teenager, right? So yeah. Anyway, so that's Wonderland, that's Evercade. What else were we going to talk about? Oh, let's talk a little bit about pinball. So, funny story, guys. Let me pull up a couple things here. So we're going to put a poll in the chat. Start a poll. Okay. So in 2 weeks, two weeks from now, both Stern Pinball and Barrels of Fun Pinball are going to unveil their new pinball machine. Now, what they're doing is, in advance of the announcement going live to the public of what these machines are, they have sent out emails to a ton of people in the gaming community, inviting them to come and go visit and see it early. You get an exclusive first look. You got to pay for your own flight. You pay for your own flight, your own hotel. You fly out to Chicago, for instance, to see Stern. You get a tour of their headquarters. You get to hang out, meet the team, and they're giving every content creator who shows up a specific amount of time where you could go and film content for the machine, do whatever you want, interview them, play it by yourself, whatever you need to do, right? Now, Barrels of Fun is an up and comer. They had a monster hit with Labyrinth. Labyrinth is fantastic. They're based out of Houston, and hang on one second here. So they're based out of Houston, not Chicago, and they also have a brand new pinball machine to reveal. And the speculations are it could be Dune, could be the Fifth Element, could be the Goonies, could be the Dark Crystal is still a wild card. I'm not going to let that go, even though other people tell me I should. I still would love for them to do a Dark Crystal machine. Stern, everyone's pretty certain it's going to be King Kong. So you're going to have Godzilla, which is an incredible game, and then this King Kong is, I'm guessing, is what they're going to show, and it's incredible. So here's what's funny is both of these events are happening the same week within a day of each other. So I was very flattered to receive invites from Stern and invites from Barrels of Fun, because Barrels of Fun is doing what Stern is doing. They're inviting people to come look at the machine early, check it out, get a tour of the factory, interview, make content, blah, blah, blah. See the machine before anyone else. I'm sure you have to sign an NDA like, for the next 2 weeks, I promise I won't spill it, spill the beans, that kind of thing. So I got invited to both, and they're both on the same day. And I'm debating which one I should go to because I love Stern, but I'm not really a Stern bro. I really, really like my Labyrinth, and I like the Barrels of Fun team, um, stuff like that. So I was just curious, like, would you guys want to fly to Chicago to get an early look at, let's just say it's King Kong, or would you want to go to Houston to see what is Barrels of Fun doing? Now, here's the funny thing is, if Barrels of Fun is making a Dune pinball machine, I have no interest in Dune. Like, I don't think they should be doing Dune. I don't think Dune is going to do well if it is Dune. G.I. Joe, The Fifth Element, Goonies, or Dark Crystal, which are all the other rumored ones that they could do. In my opinion, those would be great. Awesome to see, great themes. I think people would be hyped. Could be awesome pinball experiences. Um, so in my opinion, like, what if I go there and it's Dune? Does that make sense, guys? Like, oh my god, that would be terrible, right? Yeah. Oh, Enter the Dragon pinball? Yeah, that would be cool too. Um, oh my god, are we lagging again? I think it's my internet service provider. Yeah, just like the movies. I know people love it. I know Dune has this great following. But these new Dune movies are so freaking boring. 2 hours in, you're like, will somebody kill somebody already? Yeah, so put your votes in. Who would you go for? Stern is awesome. I've been to their home office before. We just did a tour when we did the Chicago Pinball Expo, and it's a pretty impressive factory, and the people there are so nice. So yeah, get your votes in. I'll give you another 30 seconds to get your votes in. And I have to decide if I'm going to go. It's a little last minute to take time off work and buy an airplane ticket and pay for a hotel room and all that stuff. Like, it's a little last. This is what I'm hoping. Like, let's say it's King Kong. Will King Kong have that new Spike 3, like a whole new system in it? I don't know. I don't follow the hobby enough to know the ins and outs of everything that these companies are doing the way the home arcade, like I am with the home arcade companies, but that would be cool. Pee Wee Pinball? I'd be all for that. I love Pee Wee. Pee Wee Herman was great. Oh, you go. So, like, wouldn't that be awesome? We all need a Goonies pinball in our life. Uh oh. Uh oh. Are we still on the air? I think my internet just completely crashed. Are we still on? I think we're on. Yeah, I think we're on. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, since we're lagging and it's been an hour, we'll kind of, yeah, maybe we'll just kind of put a pin in it. I mean, yeah. All right. Yeah. Either it's StreamYard having problems with their servers or it's my local internet service provider having issues as well. So, yeah, we'll put a pin in it. Um, let's go ahead and end the poll. Looks like Stern won, which I expected because they're what you call the more popular company, right? So you would expect people to vote for them. I'm kind of leaning towards Barrels of Fun, but we'll see. I'll make up my mind and see which one we end up going to. Thanks for voting in the poll. 60% of people said they would go to Stern in Chicago. 40% said Barrels of Fun in Houston. So, and funny story, I have never been to Houston. Obviously, I'm from Chicago. You know what I mean? So, born and raised there. So, and all my family's there. So, that's another reason to go. But then again, if I fly in, you know what's going to happen? They're all going to call me, "Hey, you're in town. You coming over?" All right, so there'll probably be a Super Game Room dudes tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. If I'll be on the show, if not, support the boys and make sure you watch the stream, even if I'm not there. And whatchamacallit, I really got to get caught up on a couple of these videos that I've been working on for weeks. And I got some hard drives, some 12 terabyte hard drives. I got that new light gun and stuff. So I'll try to get those videos out this weekend. And then maybe next week we just start fresh, right, guys? We just kind of start fresh and all that kinds of stuff. So but yeah, do me a favor if you enjoyed tonight's just random chill stream. Thanks for being such a good audience, guys. I really appreciate it. Nice chill stream. Nice to have these once in a while. Without all the screaming and the hype and P Dubs and the P Dubs character, right? So if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you guys really, really soon. Enjoy your evening.